We will all stand together and sing a union song. We will all stand together and know that we belong to the strength of the future in a common working bond. Stand together and sing a union song. There's trouble fast approaching and the skies are overcast, but let us not lose sight of all the lessons of the past. The victories that were fought for in battles last.
Not for sale!
Our jobs!
Not for sale!
Our jobs!
Not for sale!
Ergon jobs!
Not for sale!
Ergon jobs!
Not for sale!
Our power assets!
Not for sale!
Our power assets!
Not for sale!
Umeran Depot!
Not for sale!
Dalby Depot!
Not for sale!
Windowan Depot!
Not for sale!
Tara Depot!
Not for sale!
Quilpie Depot!
Not for sale!
St George Depot!
Not for sale!
Cunnamulla Depot!
Not for sale!
Ergon!
You to just say something, pressing your title.
Chris McGaw, Queensland Council on Unions, Toowoomba President.
Excellent. All right. So, what do you think of the turnout here today?
It's a good turnout considering the weather and the time, and it's good to see that the majority of the people here are Ergon employees that are worried about their jobs.
Yeah. Why have they come along today?
Well, obviously the government agenda is to sell off Ergon Energy, Energex and Powerlink. Along with that, these guys' jobs along the way, contracted all out, which we're seeing more and more of every day within the workforce, and these guys are all concerned about their jobs.
Yeah, when they're talking about, Dalby Depot not for sale, Umeran Depot, what are the concerns there if that asset is sold?
Well, if those assets are sold, it's not just about jobs that we lose, the guys we lose out of there. It's those guys' dollars in those communities, those people, the mums and dads of the employees out there as well. They're the local soccer coaches, the local football coaches, the presidents of the PNC. So those communities lose those people out of the communities, not just the jobs. But the other thing is that the people out there need to understand is that when these assets go private into private contractors, the people really, and those from overseas corporations that the profits are going to, the people out there need to understand they won't be sending people out at 2 o'clock in the morning in the pouring rain, in the middle of the storms, in the middle of the night to restore power. They'll wait till the next day, like they do in other states and other countries. So currently, as it's government owned, its responsibility is to get the power on ASAP and look after the consumers, and that's not going to happen under a private consortium.
Yeah. Now the Treasurer's here. Has he come out and had a chat with you guys?
No, the Treasurer's for some reason, and Mr. Watts have snuck in early. First time I think he's ever been early for anything. But yeah, no, he won't come out. But I'll be going in shortly when things starts, and I'll hopefully get my chance to have a say. So.
Yeah, and now they keep consistently through that advertising campaign talking about that $4 billion we pay in interest. If it's not asset sales, is there an alternative option you'd like the government to consider if their agenda is to just get us out of debt?
Well, the thing is, we too much emphasis put on the debt, and the thing is, you don't sell. Electricity brings back into the community $1.18 billion a year. That money that if it's sold, we lose that out of the community. So the only way that they're saying that they have to do that to stop putting up taxes. Well, if we lose that revenue out of the community, how is that revenue replaced? It's got to be by taxes. So they're talking with bulk tons. It's really it's a no-go. It's you only got to take the Victorian example, where Victoria, they private have terrible reliability. The Black Sunday bushfires were put down for no maintenance on the network, and that's the sort of thing that we're going to be looking for. The further you live away from the depot or a main centre, the longer you're going to be waiting to get your power.
Yeah, real concern. Thank you very much for that.
The depot closures and the privatisation of Ergon and Energex and Powerlink.
Yeah, how's the feeling amongst workers at the moment?
Absolutely disgruntled. Especially we've got lots of Ergon people who registered for the forum and clearly not allowed in. There's more people on the outside than there is on the inside. It's an absolute disrespect for the Ergon workers and Toowoomba community as a whole.
So tell us, they registered for the forum but weren't allowed to go in?
They couldn't even get through the selection process. So when you have to register, they held it from the start. So many people right here, right now.
Were they given a reason?
There's no reason. We just says access to them. So we're not sure why, but clearly this is a one-sided LNP only invite, and the very few that do fall through gaps, it's just by chance.
Now, how does it make you feel to think that blokes out here would love to discuss their job prospects when there's that many empty seats?
Well, they need an opportunity. Why don't the Treasurer, especially Trevor Watts, who is a local member for here, why doesn't he listen to people? These are the guys who are going to be affected, guys and girls who are going to be affected. He needs to speak to them, not sit there and talk to empty seats and his mates who will be there. So there's a very good, people are pissed off.
What do you think of the fact that that place is basically empty?
This shows that people aren't taking the strong choices seriously. There are other ways to reduce this debt, and selling assets is not it. Especially a profitable asset like Ergon and Jackson Powling, it's not the way. So the people have made a decision by voting with their feet, not showing up, and this is the result of it.
Yeah, that's how you feel, that basically, you know, if they were interested, they would have come along.
And I actually challenged Trevor Watts and John McVeigh to have an open community forum with all the Toowoomba, so we don't have to register, and hear what the people actually have to say, not just register and so they can handpick their attendance. So I call them to come out and speak to the community, speak to the people who voted them in, because at the end of the day, we will vote them out to solve this issue, and hear what the people want is a referendum on the asset sales. No, this $6 million spin campaign is nothing. That's all it is. Have a referendum is the only way to solve this.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for that.
Toowoomba Council for personal fines for each and every one of these people holding up an unauthorised sign as per the council's what they say bylaws. We outline clearly that it would be a sad day in Queensland's history if people were fined for holding up a sign, standing up for jobs in their own community, and we're not sure whether Toowoomba Council is going to go with it, but we believe it's just another attempt at intimidation against the Not4sale campaign and members of the community that are supporting standing up against asset sales.
What sort of fine did the council officers threaten?
Didn't mention any specific fine, just threatened fines. Specifically asked, is it okay for people to hold signs? And we were told no. We outlined that there's many signs on the way in, whether it's garage signs, whether it's other unauthorised signs, whether it's signs that the council allows to be put up during their own election campaigns. But these people have been threatened with fines, which is a sad day in Queensland's history, but it won't stop us holding them, that's for sure. This government will not silence us, the Toowoomba Council won't silence us. These are Toowoomba jobs, these are Toowoomba workers that are under threat by Tim Nicholas' privatisation agenda.
Well, thank you so much for that, Stuart.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Absolutely.
Stand together and sing a union song. We will all stand together and know that we belong to the strength of the future in a common working bond. Stand together and sing a union song. There's trouble fast approaching and the skies are overcast, but let us not lose sight of all the lessons of the past, the victories that were fought for in battles loud and long.